Now we're doing, well, not necessarily good, but better. Better is better, as it were. Now, I was going to be placing down a pair. One making pipe, the other making pipe to ground. Yep, that's what I was hoping for. Yep, good. Need all the pipes and all the piped grounds, and yes, I'm not going to limit these chests. I want these to be absolutely full chests, as much as possible. Because this process is going to consume lots of pipe. Hot air is a better process, but it's also more resource intensive in the form of pipe. Needing to do the pipe logistics. Why was that not pasted properly? There we go. Ta-da! Stuff and things. Okay, this is going to be 2 inserters each to pull in. So, in reality... Oh, right. Yeah, that goes there. Hope I have enough inserters. I do hope I have enough inserters. And then I need to think, do I want 2 yellow belts of processing on copper? Yes. Short answer, yes. So this will give me just under 3 per second. I think it's like 2.75? Somewhere along those lines. Or 2.6 repeating. 2 and 2/3 sounds like a actual value. No, not 2/3. What am I thinking? 2.8 repeating, maybe. I don't know. Don't know, don't care, really. It's just, it's less than 3. It's less than 3. Yes, I understand what symbol that is, but yes, it's less than 3. It is very true. So I want 2 of these to be less than 6. So it's going to be this, just reversed. I'm not going to actually place this. Well, I am, it's just that I want my bots off. Because I want the belt placed. I don't want anything else placed. I want the spacing. It's the spacing that I'm looking for here. Because ideally, I will make this setup first, and then I'll have another one here. That'll be the iron. I'll do the 1 line of the copper, the 1 line of the iron, and then I'll have the 2nd line of the iron and the 2nd line of the copper. And then I have to think about tin, and then the aluminium, the glass, the lead, the titanium, and eventually also the chromium, and the stone, and the stone. Let's not forget about stone. Into stone bricks. Speaking of stone bricks, let's even that off. Also, I need a lot more poles. A lot more poles. as this tech slowly but surely accrues. Now, a lot of this is going to die at some point. Just point of reference. Let's get the power brought down. So that's that powered. Have to get the hot air brought in. There's the hot air. Just add ore. And a whole bunch of inserters to, you know, actually output. Along with... Ooh, hello. Yeah, that'll be fine. It reaches! That will be good. And then I can insert into a chest at the end, and then do all the beautiful routing. Hello, tech! Oh, so many things get unlocked with Mining Machines 1. So many beautiful techs unlock with Mining Machines 1. We're looking for... what? What again? Biotech? Was that what I wanted? I don't even remember why I wanted Mining Machines 1. It completely and utterly, it's like poof, it's gone. It's gone. It went poof in my mind. Anyway, let's grab animals. Sure. I have engines. It is not engines. It was, I don't know, things, stuff and things. Something that I needed. Oh, it was for yeah, it was for biotech to get augs. That's why it's biotech to get augs. So yes, biotech. Trying to think. That doesn't need to exist, which means that doesn't need to exist. Just thinking about the inserters. These are going to be ore lines. This is going to be plate line out. I can head on up. Eventually this will stack. Maybe. We shall see. Actually, I don't think it's ever going to be over 15 per second, but whatever line this ends up being. I have never had copper with, like, iron-related things, so maybe I do that this time? So, iron, steel, copper, small parts? Or iron, copper, small parts, steel? Alright, I'll do it. Iron, copper, small parts, steel. Or iron, copper, steel, small parts. What will be used more, copper or small parts? Well, realistically speaking, the copper. So this will be copper. I'll have the small parts somewhere in the middle with the steel. It won't matter. I'm gonna have copper on the end. Oh yeah, steel. That's a thing too. Do I even have the well, I guess I do have the advanced foundry steel tech at this point. Let's check. So yeah, this steel, glorious steel. So I'll need a spot to do that as well. Why did it disappeared? It disappeared. Okay, let's bring in some copper from this general direction. Do I have enough belt? Never have enough belt. That is going to be, like, the next thing. The next thing will be belt. And loaders. I'm glad to be showing this, by the way. I don't think I showed much of actually doing this transition on screen on the on-the-rails playthrough. So it's good to have to like watch and see it happening. Get a sense of how long it actually takes to do this. I'll do this from here, by the way. And yes, this will cut off this supply. So I will need to... Oh, let's not cover the tar patch. That would be great. Let's like not do that. Why are these so close to each other? Do I give up one tar patch? Yeah, fine. I don't like doing it. But I'll do it anyway. How many is this? 32. That's 2 more than I need. Yeah, that's 2 more than necessary. How many do I have on me? Here's what we'll do. I will expand. Yes, we will expand. There we go. So that is now a full throughput yellow belt. Full 15 per second. And I can do the same exact thing up there, and of course I need more belt. Of course now I need more belt. There we go. And this will be as simple as doing that and that. I'm willing to cover 1, not 2. There we go. So now I have a 30 per sec, a 15 per second copper line going in, and then this is now continuing to feed into here, and eventually this will be a second belt going through, or in the alternative, I will pick up stacking and then stack the ore. How's power doing? Fine. Power is just fine. It's up. I have up to 32 or whatever that 38. 6? 36. Yes, I always do this in pairs, so my mind always thinks 72. So I always have to like do that math. Half of 72. 36. 36 is the limit. And it's actually 36 this time. If it was 72, it's not actually 72 because a full throughput belt of coal is not capable of feeding 72 megawatts of power. As convenient as it is to, and compact as it is to do that type of a setup where you have 2 set sides, each of 20 boilers into 40 on each side of the steam engines, total of 40-80. As convenient as that is to have that single belt line going straight up the middle of the two, you can't feed it with coal, sadly. Not with a yellow belt. You can do it with a red, but you can't do it with a with just a yellow. Coal simply does not have enough Thingies. Yes, thingies. Coal simply does not have enough megajoule fuel value. Simply not enough. And this will take time to process. In the meantime, though, let's see if I have any additional stacks of copper just hanging out so I can keep making more things. Advanced foundries. More advanced foundries. Here, give me that. Thank you for all of that. Now make me more foundries. Copper still is the limiting factor. Hey, bring me all of that copper. Make the foundries. All of them. I need all of the foundries. But yes, doing the foundries will spike power consumption, so that is something that I really do need to think about. Give me all of the pipe. All of the pipe. At least these buildings don't need pipe. Ah. I'm relatively close to getting to being able to get construction bots. Technically, yes. I'd have to handcraft them though. I've already unlocked I have the recipe unlocked. It's just I need engine units and you need rubber. You need rubber for belts and yeah, so rubber. About that. So about that. That's gonna be a little bit. That's gonna be a little bit. I'm just looking through and seeing what is unlocked here. Rocks are about to pop, which is good to know. Alright, let's get... Oop. I accidentally... This is why... This is why... You always do that. Always toss away the thing, because then this happens, and now this is going to be stuck. Broken. Until I make some of these. Anyhoozle, could you please place these? That would be great. Build and place. Thank you for placing. Of course it puts the one there. The Logibots are circuit 1s, like cargo the Pyanodon. The cargo Pyanodon is circuit 1s. Yeah. This will be fine. This will be a green science level transition. Basically, actually, like as soon as I can get basic electronics and can get the cargo Pinobots, which is at green science. Speaking of science, hello science. Ooh. Yeah, I should probably get this tech. I should probably get this tech. Just saying, I should probably get this tech. Now, speaking of lubricant, desulfurization would be basically the only way to get the lubricant, unless it has been fixed. It has not been changed, so Pyanodon, if you're still here and watching, I will continue to note this for people. Lubricant is green science level. It requires advanced oil processing, which is blue science. So you cannot do heavy oil to lubricant unless you have first gotten to blue science. And this is because vanilla Factorio changed advanced oil processing. or change the requirement for lubricant to need advanced oil processing. I think that was the change. Um, it got changed at some point in the base game, so now this is an issue. You in the Pie Suite, you can absolutely get heavy oil before advanced oil processing. In vanilla, you only get heavy oil now at advanced oil processing, so it makes sense for lubricant to come after advanced, but it just wasn't released. Okay. But in the Pie Suite, you can do this. Fortunately, this is not a deadlock because desulfurization has lubricant from aromatics. It really, it's just a minor inconvenience because now you have to set up aromatics for lubricant if you want to use lubricant before blue science. Yes, Pyanodon is here and watching. Pyanodon shows up, or at the very least, Pyanodon watches every stream. Not always live, but tries to be. Especially after joining my Discord server to actually start getting the notifications for when I go live. Proper notifications for when I go live. Hint, hint. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, all that good stuff. Links to the Discord server are available below this video. To my Discord server. There's also a community Discord server that exists that is available through the Factorio forums for Pyanodon's mods. So, stuff and things. More of these. Note, I'm still limited by copper. I'm not even doing small parts. Small parts are crying that they are material metal starved. Yeah, well, they will be forever. They will be forever. Also, I need to like fix my blueprint for this because something changed at some point. This is small parts, and this is bolts. That's what these are. And technically speaking, these are copper inputs. Yes, that's correct. Copper. Copper into my beautiful small parts. Yes, and then this outputs the small parts here. So that'll be the small parts. This is the copper in. Just add iron. Lots of iron, by the way. Lots of iron. Lots. Tons. But we'll get to that. Oh, hey, just casually almost maxed at this point. Good, so that's all hooked up now. And this is fully built. Next step is second verse, same as the first, basically, with just iron instead. Yes, and it takes a while to do the handcrafting, but ideally this will reduce with time as I do things like start automating small parts, potentially also have a chest of copper wires eventually to make the circuit crafting go a little faster. I'm not as concerned about the sticks and the gear wheels. I probably should be, though. We shall see. It's all going to go into the small parts anyway. So if I have small parts and copper cables, it should just mean handcrafting of circuits and then straight into the buildings that I need with time. But we need to get to that point first, and that's why this takes a good long while to do. This will be the output here. This will not be copper, by the way. This will be the iron. Oops. This will be the iron. Hot air iron. There we go. Can just copy, paste down the line. Get that recipe pasted. And then we're good-ish. I guess now that I have the spacing, this line doesn't need to really exist right now. I need copper, but I don't need that much copper. Thank you, my lovelies. Go place the stuff. Yes, charge up. Go place things. Place things, please. And then make lots and 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 lots of belt. Doink. Okay. Power. Never forget power. Never forget hot air. All right. What will make this a little bit? Huh? Did I really? Yep. Ahem. One tile. One tile. Always one tile. Always one tile off. The whole point is that it is aligned. The whole point is for it to be aligned. Also, second verse, same as the first here with, turn that off, set this to there, get the little bit of belt there so I know the spacing, and then delete. That just gives me spacing so that I can do a double to do the same thing as I've done with the copper. And then depending on how much I could fit on my closer iron, we might have more than just the two, but we shall see. When it comes to glass, the same thing will apply with glass. There'll be I'll have two line like doubled up for glass, but after that, I might do it for tin, but I will not do it for lead, titanium, aluminium, and chromium. Just because the timing of things and the necessary amounts of things won't be particularly conducive to that setup. I will have moved on from advanced foundries by the time I need that much of those products. Anyhoozle. And you have an idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Immortal has an idea. Start an og farm. Working on it. Working on og. Ogs are available soon. Once I pick up that tech, and I can do ogs. Ogs would be great. For the exception that ogs are now like semi-optional until you need them as food. They're not fully required per se, in the early game at least. So I will need a thingy here as well, because there's totally going to be... No, not here. Here. Yeah, because there's going to be another line there with inserters going into a machine, and it's going to just look like that. There we go. Yeah, so Immortal, that's, like, technically that's cheating. Because the intention is that, the machines aren't supposed to operate. Yes, you can totally get, quote-unquote, free animals by just waiting for 4 hours for a, .01 crafting speed machine to tick a recipe, but that's not the intention. That is not how things are intended. Anyway, what next? Nanobots would be nice, but very expensive at this point. I want to get my nanobots so they take circuits, right? This is the problem, is they take circuits, which means that they are a big resource consumer the earlier that you want to get them. So you sort of need to have an infrastructure to feed your nanobots, which is why I'm not immediately inclined. I'm not immediately inclined. Is there anything that is of immediate value? I don't think so. Nothing would offer me an immediate gain outside of the necessary duralumin recipe. There is something that needs duralumin here. What is it again? What was it that I was looking at? Something required duralumin. The data array. So the data array is going to be required to get your first animals, because it makes these earth samples. So this means that in order to get our first Raux, or to get our first Augs, under the intended method of getting your first animals, or plants, such as the Relesia or the Kickalk, you will need a data array. In order to get the data array, you will need titanium, and you will need duralumin. So we need to get aluminium processing 1 in order to actually make this data array. Could get lab speed, yeah, but I have enough labs. See, my inherent issue with that lab speed tech is that what does it really do for you? Lab speed, fine, but you can generally offset that with more labs. Yeah, I get it. It works by helping to reduce this timing. It reduces this timing effectively by being able to have the labs work faster. But if you have a bunch of labs, it ultimately won't matter too much. Like, the savings of time is somewhat meaningless in all actuality, because we're going to have all of the red science techs by the time we get green anyway. I would think that I would have all of the red science techs anyway by the time I get to green science. Okay. Have I built this sufficiently that I can actually start throwing things in? Oh, hey, it made a thing. I made the thing. Repaired! We're repaired. Yay. Here, make more foundries. More foundries! All the foundries, and then all the belt. Belt would be great. I sort of need belt. And apparently I need more inserters as well, so that's also a necessary thing. Here, let's make sure that we've built these glorious belts and inserters. That's far more important. Right now, belts and inserters. Lots and lots of inserters. Lots and lots of belt. Start getting this iron going. Speaking of iron, hello iron. The glorious iron. Okay. Trust me. Same thing as with copper. We are expanding. Not there. There we go. That should be 30 and 30. 2 full throughput belts. Maybe do ×2 speed. Here's the thing, though. This map, I think, is still achievement capable. This map is still achievement capable. If I do 2x speed, I can't do any of the in-game stuff. Which, by the way, I think my achievements reset? Yeah, my achievements reset on me with the back and forth of going into version 18. The achievements reset, which makes me sad. I've still got Steam achievements though. Those exist. Yeah, those exist.